Hey guys, welcome back to another installment of Cooking with RegReg. So tonight we're going to do kind of the quick version of spaghetti and, well not spaghetti, this pasta, rotoli. I like it because it's curly and it holds the meat sauce. If you remember a few episodes ago, we did the nice slow roasted use your own tomatoes, make your own sauce, kind of a pasta sauce. But it is 7 o'clock on a weeknight and we don't have time for slow roasting or making our own tomato sauce. So we're gonna try something a little bit different as far as the sauces go that I bought. So when I need to make quick spaghetti on a weeknight, I buy a variety of jarred pasta sauces. This is roasted garlic and then this is tomato basil. I like to mix the flavors up. And I've never tried this brand, so it'll be kind of like a trial. And then sometimes, depending on how it looks, I might add some diced tomatoes. I don't know what this tastes like, so I brought out some basil cubes and some parsley. I have an onion, a garlic, and I'm just going to brown this mild Italian sausage. And of course we have wine. So I think we have everything we need to get started. The rest is for the sauce. Let's get started. So the thing about using canned or jarred spaghetti sauce is that you want to doctor it up a little bit and make it not taste so canned. So that's why we're going to start with some onions. And I'm making a lot of this because I won't be home tomorrow night. And everyone will have dinner already ready. I try to make sure that I cut them for when I'm not going to be here. Okay, so since I pulled this out from the freezer, I want to just take out a few bits of it and put back what I'm not going to use. This cool little package called crushed cubes. This is basil cubes, and it says that 1 teeny tiny cube equals 1 teaspoon. I think I will only need like this much if I need it. And then I'll put the rest of this back. Okay, so we finished with the onions. Nice teeny tiny dices. I'd probably get penalized, like if I was on one of those cooking challenges with Gordon Ramsay, where he like sees how much of a piece of garlic you left behind. So we're just gonna have everything ready to go. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in the pan, get it nice and hot. Okay, so we're gonna put some olive oil in here. Gonna let that get hot. Bringing out the big guns since I'm gonna make extra for tomorrow night. I'm gonna fill this up with hot water. Sprinkle some salt. Okay, now this is nice and hot. Let those go around for a little bit. Oh, it smells so good. So with these onions, I'm just waiting to see that they get a little soft. I just need like 2 minutes total. I'm gonna add some garlic. Let that sit for a bit while I wash my hands. Pretty soon it'll start to get soft enough where it breaks up. I'm putting this on a high heat. And I'm just really working to like break it up. I know it's kind of noisy, but I can't really do it any quieter. So what I'm looking for now is that the pink areas go away. So, and I broke it up enough to where it should go pretty evenly. Okay, so I don't use a thermometer. I never have. I've bought them. I haven't liked them. Maybe I didn't use it right. I don't really know. So with this, it's gonna continue to cook a little bit in the sauce. So I'm still just looking for chunks that when I break it, it might have pink in it. So while that does that, I'm going to prep this. And I don't know that I'm going to use all of this, but we'll see. I actually want to drain some of this grease out. Okay, so this sauce is interesting. You can almost see like a layer of oil. And this is a tomato basil. One that's garlic. You can smell the garlic for sure. got a nice flavor. So I'm gonna take the wine, just a little bit. I don't know what that was. Maybe a quarter of a cup, a half cup. I'm gonna rinse one jar. And then I'm gonna do the next. I'm going to add some red pepper. The reason why I was checking the date is because earlier I was going through checking some of my spices to make sure they didn't expire. I tend to go through my spices regularly, make sure they're good. Okay, so I'm going to turn this heat up. Oh, it was down. I'm going to cover it. I'm just going to let it do its thing for a bit. Okay, we are doing some garlic bread, garlic toast. Okay, so I do that in the plastic because when you take the frozen garlic bread out of the freezer, sometimes it kind of sticks together. So I just helped it along. I'm going to keep stirring this so it doesn't stick, and then I'm going to stir this up. The reason why I'm stirring the pasta is, again, if you stir it for a few minutes when you first add it, it really helps to keep it from being all stuck together. Okay, so I'm saving the herbs, the more delicate herbs, for the end. I have a pretty good idea of how this is going to taste, depending on how you like your sauce. If you like it more salty, although that sauce was more bitter than it was sweet. If you wanted it to be more of that savory flavor, you could add a little cheese. We don't add cheese, we leave it non-dairy. If you like it sweet, you could add a little bit of sugar. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but I'm gonna taste this in a little bit to see if it needs basil or the parsley. It had a pretty good herby flavor, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure I'm gonna need it. Okay, so I just spooned out a little bit of the sauce. See. That is good. So it's rich. Got a little kick to it from the Italian sausage and the crushed red pepper. And the sweetness of the basil that's in the sauce. It came out just enough.
So you're not gonna add anything?
I don't think so. I think it's good. So, again, I don't measure, I don't use thermometers, I don't use timers a whole lot. But I can smell the bread. It's almost getting ready. You can see around the edges it's a little dark, and then Mary just came out of her room. That means it's within 2 minutes of being done. Be careful when you have pastas like this. They are perfect for holding the meat sauce so that when you eat it, it's like all wrapped in, it's like it's cuddling. But when you go to test it, it makes it very easy to catch a hot spot. One more minute. So while everything is finishing up, I've got my little counter saver for my boiling pot. I have this ready. I'm gonna actually open it so it cools down a little bit. The reason why I'm not just taking it and dumping it is because I'm not very confident that I won't spill it. So slow and steady wins the race. So I'm going to take some of the sauce. Depending on how it works out, usually it's a scoop or two. And I'm just going to lightly just try to coat it without losing the shape of this super cute pasta. I'll give it a little bit more sauce.
What's the purpose of this step?
Oh, to coat the pasta so that it just tastes better. Maybe so it doesn't stick. It's the way my mama taught me.
Maybe you can ask her and then explain to the viewers next time you're making pasta.
Okay, chances are she'll say, it's the way my mama taught me.
But if she says that, then we'll know.
Oh, we could have cooking with Mama and RegReg.
Yeah, could do an episode.
That would be so, oh, she could teach us how to do stuffed artichokes. Okay, see how nice that is now? It's all mixed in. And garlic bread. Perfect. In our house, we like our garlic bread a little bit more, well, some of us. Some of us like it soft, but some of us like it nice and dark.
Obviously the crispy ones win.
Crispy wins every time, hands down. I'm gonna go ahead and serve some and let it sit out a little bit to cool off. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Cooking with RegReg. And if you did, then please be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons.